Here is Robertson. Now the starting group for the visitors. Irving is out there with Robertson. And it's Mutombo. Then there's Antoine Jameson. And it's Bailey in at the four-man position.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
Here's Morant.
Oh, watch out below. Come on now, throw it down.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And the slam dunk by Irving.
Yeah, he's so quick in the air. Then the spike down on the finish. Dr. J does it as few can.
Here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
Did you see that? Wow, John Wall still has major bounce after being in the league over 10 years.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
And it's Morant missing. Jameson against Shaquille O'Neal. Jameson the pass to Bailey. Takes the 13-footer, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Tatum launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
He's an accomplished outside shooter, and Tatum's confidence and shot selection, I think it's what makes him so deadly.
Robertson kicks to Irving. Inside, Mutombo. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Both free throws good from Morant. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Now here's Jameson over Tatum. Wall with a block.
Well, there's not much John Wall can't do defensively when he's focused because he's really athletic and fast.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Nice shot by Robertson.
From anywhere in the lane, Robertson's strength and quickness usually means he's the last man standing.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the three ball is good.
Such a lethal outside sniper. Lillard isn't bashful at looking to pull the trigger from deep.
And then Lillard slams it in.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Here is Davis after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
So it's Chicago now. 6-point lead. And Lillard kicks to Smart. Fires the three. And they recover it. It's stolen by Davis. And they're running. Here's Whiteside. Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves denying shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Chicago on defense. 6-point game.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Hassan Whiteside at the line for 2.
No good on the second free throw. And so Green will bring it up for Chicago. Smart misses. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by Smart. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. There's the triple. The rebound by Dantley.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And there's the pass to Davis. And he drives in, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution for the away team.
Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's blocked. Rose passes to Thurman. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Chicago leading by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
They've got Marc Gasol. Kersey is down. That was a strong toe.
And that's the baby-faced assassin. Thomas, he'll smile at you, and then he'll cut your legs out from under you.
Davis with it. Pass to McDaniel. Back to Davis. To the inside. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from McDaniel.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
First team foul.
Chicago calls timeout.
Floor for the away team. Thurl Bailey, Fred Hoiberg, Oscar Robertson. Chicago timeout call. Which loudest section wants a T-shirt?
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. pass to Morant. Passes it to Westbrook. Now Chamberlain. Clock at 6. He kicks to Green. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
Robertson with it. Now Green defending to the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Westbrook. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Away team. All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time.
Mutombo is checked in for Marc Gasol.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Morant against Robertson. Irving passes to Robertson. And it comes off the front of the rim. Chicago leading by 9. Westbrook finds Morant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter. They're really cooking now, actually cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. That's good from Morant.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
And the basket by Bailey.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Chamberlain dishes to Green. Back to Chamberlain. Here's Westbrook.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Here is Robertson.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Chicago making some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Chamberlain, and it's John Wall in for John Morant. Tatum drives in, and the dunk by Tatum.
Cannot let Tatum roll to the bucket. When he's got a head of steam, he's going to finish with power.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
Rose is checked in for Chicago. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the slam dunk by Jamison.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Tatum's shot is off. Here's Irving over the wall and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
And guys, it's crazy. He really was a late bloomer. You know, Irving didn't have the big-time amateur career you hear about with some stars, but boy, he's more than made up for it. It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player.
Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
The pass to Dantley. Pass to McDaniel. No one near him. Yes, that goes in. McDaniel's got 4 points this quarter.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Rose kicks to Tatum. And again, no good by Chicago. On the wing, Davis. He's covered by Rose. And it's Davis missing. Chicago leading by 8. Outside Tatum. Wall looking it over. Over to the left wing. From deep, Rose.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the jam by Whiteside.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it.
And Wall slams it home.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Chicago leads by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. They've got Jason Tatum. Ja Morant, he's out there with Wall. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Shaq in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Jamison, and the slam dunk by Jamison.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Irving against Chamberlain. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. And to add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Mutombo. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Irving against Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robertson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Robertson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Wall passes to Morant. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Wall's shot is off. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
Well, you see the power and athleticism at the rim. Who's man enough to rise up to challenge the Big O?
Morant scanning the floor. And then Morant slams it in.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
How about that guy's a big-time answer? He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
And it's Irving missing. Chicago leading by 3. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now Robertson. He's got 6. Pass to Mutombo. Shoots over Shaq. Mutombo misses. Here's Wall. Good D by Irving. Wants to get it to Jamison and does.
Yeah, you know, one thing about being a great scorer, you draw a lot of defensive attention, and there Irving takes advantage by finding an open teammate.
Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Three-pointer, Lillard. McDaniel grabs the miss. Green with the block. Here's Thurman, defended by Gasol. Thurman's shot is good. And Chicago leads by 5.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now here's Gasol. Outside, Davis. 1:22 left to play here in the third. Comes up empty down low. Passes it to Lillard. For 3. Offensive rebound. The pass to Thurman. Second chance shot. And they'll get another chance. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Chicago.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Lillard against Davis. Gasol passes to Davis. Takes it inside. It's tipped.
You know, I'm not sure another player combines defense and offense as well as Thurman. The only reason he doesn't get more blocks is because so many guys are afraid to bring the ball anywhere near him.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Chicago. They're up by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. They've got John Collins. He's out there with Jerome Kersey, and it's Hoiberg in at the point.
Shooting for the away team, Adrian Zettler at the line for 2.
The first one falls.
And if I had to think of one word to describe Dantley, it would be prolific. AD doesn't have weeks where he averages 30 a game. How about he does it for seasons? Just a scoring machine.
Here's Hoiberg. He's guarded by Thomas. Pass to Thurman. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. And Chicago leads by 5.
Boy, he's so crafty, Isaiah Thomas, and really unselfish. A pass-first point guard who knows exactly when one of his guys is open and how to get it to him.
Thurman's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Hoiberg passes to Whiteside. Here's Dantley. Whiteside up top. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Tatum, he's checked in for Green.
Hassan Whiteside.
And both free throws good from Whiteside.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Chicago calls timeout. Tumbo is checked in for Whiteside. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with the team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant. Oh, the power on that prudence.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Knocked away. Morant with the steal. Pass to Smart. Tatum kicks to Smart. It's deflected. Here's Robertson. Denied by Morant.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Bailey passes to Robertson. Moving against Smart. Here's Jamison. He feeds it to Mutombo. It's good.
Can't allow Mutombo to get this deep. I mean, once you do, he's going to score it with ease.
Robertson against Morant. With the drive. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Irving. Not going to go that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And it's Morant missing. And here's the fast break. A three-pointer is right on target.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Passes it to Tatum. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And Chicago has possession. Chamberlain dishes to Morant. He takes it in and finished off by Morant.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Nice shot by Jamison.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Chicago calls timeout. They're ahead by 3. 1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Westbrook kicks to Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's that bulldog mentality that Green possesses, just going at defenders and daring them to foul him.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
And stolen by Lillard. Left side, Westbrook. Lillard outside. Shoots the three. And again, no good by Chicago.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Robertson against Westbrook. Now here's Robertson. He's covered closely. Robertson with the slam.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Now, here's Lillard. Offline with his three.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Julius Erving. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Tumbo grabs the board.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Here's Erving. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 1. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Guys, what's your take?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here's Jamison, and a miss there off the inbound. It's stolen by Mutombo. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Jamison to tie it up. Can't get the 3 to fall.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The potential that Tatum still possesses to get better is quite scary. I mean, this guy has done an awful lot in a very short time. He's a versatile forward with tremendous skills and a work ethic to match.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was